Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest and welcome to the stock of the day. Myer Holdings, ticker code MYR. On the morning of 13th of January 2025, Myer Holdings released my favorite type of announcement, a trading update. And the reason trading updates are my favorite type of announcement is because they contain new information about how a company is performing. Is a company performing better than expected, worse than expected, or is everything on track? And because of this new information, a trading update can send the share price of a company up or down by a significant amount. And that has happened to Myer Holdings on the morning of 30th of January 2025. In fact, the last time I looked, the share price of Myer Holdings was down 22%. Now, this is really interesting because if you had a look at the chart for Myer Holdings before today, it actually didn't look that bad, which is telling me the market got this one wrong. The market was actually quite positive about Myer Holdings moving forward. And because of this new information, the share price has dropped a lot. So the market is recalibrating their thoughts about this company. So what I'll do in this video is I'll have a look at the Myer Holdings announcement. Also have a look at Premier Investments trading update. These two companies, Myer Holdings and Premier Investments, are linked because of a deal the company made, or two companies made a few months ago, where Myer Holdings will be acquiring the apparel brands from Premier Investments, which include Just Jeans, JJ's, I think, Jackie E. And the reason that's important is because Premier Investments actually did mention how those apparel brands have been performing so far this year. And then after I've looked at the announcements, we'll have a look at the chart for Myer Holdings. Okay, so let's have a look at the Myer Holdings announcement first. Released at 9:28 a.m. Premier Investments released at 9:34 a.m. I have no doubt these two companies are talking to each other. Solomon Lew is on the board of both companies, and this was a coordinated release, which actually makes a little bit of sense. Okay, so the first thing whenever I see a trading update is I just want to see how the company is performing. And then the second thing I look at is commentary. In fact, I could argue the commentary is the most important part of the announcement. Why are things going as good or as bad as expected? So they talk about in the bullet points at the top here. The first bullet point is regards to sales, down a little bit, down just a smidgen, 0.8% on the previous corresponding period. The second bullet point I'll just ignore. It's just talking about online sales. The third bullet point is really interesting. They're talking about operating gross profit down 15 million to 560 million, but EBIT down a fair bit, 16 million from 64 million. So it's gone from 64 million to 48 million. So we're talking about 25% decrease in EBIT when sales only decreased by 0.8%. So definitely during this particular start to financial year 25, there has been a bit of a compression on margins. Now, the first paragraph here, the commentary bit of the announcement, they're talking about what has caused these disappointing numbers. So the first thing they mention is challenging macroeconomic conditions, which sort of is a no-brainer. I think we can all understand that currently, even though the economy is not in a recession, it is in a recession per capita, by the way. GDP per capita is dropping, has been dropping for a while, but we're still experiencing some challenging macroeconomic conditions, and Myer financial performance has been affected by that. This is something the management cannot control. They've also mentioned increased cost. This is something else the management can't control. You can't go back to your suppliers and say, you've got to decrease your costs, or maybe it's increased costs in wages or electricity. Could be a number of things. I've just mentioned increased cost, and that is where we get to the compression in margins. And something the management could be in control of, ramp up complexity at the new National Distribution Centre in Ravenhall, which has delayed the realization of expected benefits. Now, that is something maybe the management could or had an effect on, I don't know, but that could be just a one-off. So I'm more interested in the challenging macroeconomic conditions because this could be implying that many other retail companies could be releasing negative trading updates in the future. And if a retail company doesn't release a negative trading update, if it's positive, that's a really good sign about, or really good thing about that particular retail company. They also, the executive chairs talking about some positive stuff, talking about how sales are stable, that sort of thing. Also talking about solid growth in the Myer One loyalty program. So obviously they want to try to not spin it, but they just want to mention some positives out of this particular trading update. Now, Premium Investments released their trading update 6 minutes later. It is also negative, share price down about 15%, talking about also challenging conditions, cost of living pressures, that sort of thing. They also talk about global sales and also premium retail's underlying EBIT. But the thing I want to focus on here, which is relevant to Myer Holdings, is the paragraph near the bottom. Premium expects that its apparel brands business, which is being acquired by Myer Holdings, consisting of Just Jeans, JJ's, Portman's, Dotti, Jackie, will deliver global sales between 405 and 412 million and underlying EBIT between 31 to 35 million, which is between 16 to $20 million less in the first half of 24. So it seems like Myer is buying a bit of a dog, or some dog brands right here. Significant decrease in EBIT for these brands they are acquiring. So this could be an absolutely brilliant transaction from Premium Investments management, because the two brands they're holding on to, Smiggle and Peter Alexander, definitely the quality in the bunch. Okay, so let's have a look at the chart for Myer Holdings. Is this any reason to get excited? And I think the answer to that is no. Now, I've already mentioned, I do think the market got this one wrong, because the share price of Myer, or the chart for Myer, was actually looking pretty good. Not really any significant decrease in the past month or so. So the market was thinking some positive things about Myer Holdings, and today the chart has been destroyed. I wouldn't say absolutely destroyed, but definitely this is a get out of Myer Holdings right now if you are trading it. And I don't think why anyone would be holding these shares for the long term, but this is a worrying sign. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the share price of Myer Holdings now move into a long-term downtrend. This could be the start of a long-term downtrend for Myer Holdings. This could be the beginning. This is sort of candlestick that if I saw and if I was trading that said company, I'd be getting out straight away. Okay, that's just how I would do it. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. Make your own thoughts up, make your own decisions. That's the whole point of me doing this channel, is to empower you to make your own decisions. Anyway, so that's all I have for this particular stock of the day video on Myer Holdings, a negative trading update, share price down about 22%. If you have any thoughts, any questions, leave those in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.